Which is worth more, the Ghoul Trooper or the Merry Marauder? You have 7 seconds. Let's start off with the initial V-Bucks that it cost to purchase these skins when they came to the shop. The Ghoul Trooper is a Halloween skin that hasn't been in the shop since its release almost 1 year ago, last Halloween. At the time it costed 1,500 V-Bucks, and since it hasn't been added to the item shop since its release, it's become very rare, making it super valuable. The Merry Marauder is an epic skin that was released around last Christmas during Fortnite Season 2 for 1,500 V-Bucks. Similar to the Ghoul Trooper, it hasn't been in the item shop since its release, making any account that does have this skin a lot more valuable. To add insult to injury, Epic Games has been teasing the re-release of the skin on many promotional images on Twitter since July, making people want the skin even more. By default, the Ghoul Trooper is the more expensive skin, worth around $80 at this point. The main reason for this is that the Ghoul Trooper is a couple months older than the Merry Marauder. On top of that, since they've been teasing the re-release of the Merry Marauder, people have feared that it'll be added back into the item shop again very soon, which means that value will go down if that does occur. So as a result, people aren't buying it as much because they're in fear they're going to overpay for it and then it'll be released to the item shop shortly after for 20 bucks rather than paying like 60 bucks or whatever they're going for in the black market currently. So if you pick the Ghoul Trooper, mark a point. My next question for you guys is, what's more valuable, the E3 spray or the PAX West spray? The truth is, both these items are incredibly rare. Each item was a promotional gift that could only be acquired by physically attending the Fortnite event in real life. To get the E3 spray, you had to attend E3 in Los Angeles, California back in June earlier this year. While at the event, there was a Fortnite booth where you could sit down and play the game. If you managed to get a victory royale in the booth, then the staff working at the booth would give you a card with a code on it. The code on the back of this card could be redeemed online and your account would be gifted the new spray. There were less than 1,000 of these handed out at E3 this year, making them super rare. At this point, the only way to get this spray is to pay a ton of money for an account that already has it, or an unused card if that even exists somewhere on the internet.
Can we spray the llama with our new llama spray?
No way.
You just want to just do that to a llama? Like you haven't even met it yet. You haven't even met it yet. Just take it easy to start, okay? You gotta ease into a relationship or you start spraying llamas.
Oh, we can make it into.
God, look how sick this looks.
Clickbait.
Look how sick this looks. Dude, where's my phone? I'm taking a picture.
Eric's is so ready to click that.
Exclusive red llama. Never before seen red llama.
Unique llama? Question mark?
1 in 1 million llama.
Whoa, what kind of llama could this be?
Wow. I wonder if it has 500 mats in it.
The PAX West spray is a spray that could only be acquired through similar means. Like the E3 spray, it was handed out in real life at a Fortnite event. This event was obviously PAX West. At this event, the final Fortnite tournament was unfolding and all the biggest names and most talented players were attending the event to compete on stage for millions of dollars for prize money. People who sat and watched the tournament were handed cards by the staff there. On the card, there was a code, and this code could be redeemed online to reward you with the new spray. So which one's more rare, the E3 spray or the PAX West spray? Currently, the E3 spray is worth more, and it's actually for a number of reasons. Reason number one being that there were way less of them handed out in E3 than there were at PAX West. Like I said, E3 only had about 1,000 confirmed that had been distributed, while at PAX West, thousands had been handed out to spectators. The reason for this is probably the fact that Epic Games knew how successful the E3 spray performed, and they wanted to continue giving people incentives to attend future Fortnite events. This is actually really smart, because now people are more likely to buy tickets to a real-life Fortnite event just for a chance to get some sort of exclusive cosmetic. Another reason why the E3 spray is more rare is because in order to get it, you actually had to go to the booth and win a game. So they weren't just handing them out randomly, like you had to actually win. But at the end of the day, it comes down to personal preference. Either or are pretty much similar and not one stands out as much better than the other one. But regardless, if you picked an E3 skin, then mark a point, you're correct. What's more valuable, the Renegade Raider or the Black Knight? The Renegade Raider is about as OG as it gets when it comes to Fortnite skins. When it came out back in Season 1, the Renegade Raider was worth only 1,200 V-Bucks. Regardless of it being 1,200 V-Bucks, it's become one of the most rarest skins in the game, due to the fact that it's so old and hasn't been in the shop in so long. On the other hand, the Black Knight was a Battle Pass skin from Season 2, the same season the Skull Trooper was released. So since it's a Battle Pass skin, what you had to do was spend $10 on the Battle Pass and then grind up to tier 70. Both of these skins are super valuable. Neither of them have been re-released in the item shop to this day. But the Black Knight is going to be more valuable than the Renegade Raider because it's a battle pass skin, and as you guys know, the battle pass skins don't reappear in the item shop ever. Even though at the moment the Renegade Raider might add more value to an account, the likelihood of a re-release is much higher than the Black Knight since the battle pass skins never come back to the item shop for purchase. The moment the Renegade Raider is released again, its value is going to drop dramatically. I kind of appreciate the fact that Epic doesn't re-release the max battle pass skins back to the item store. It makes it a really good reward for people that really like playing the game and want to grind up to unlock tier 100 because it's something that shows skill and shows that you like to play the game for a long period of time and go through the battle pass rather than just buying a skin from $20 from the marketplace. Obviously you can unlock the battle pass with money, but it would cost so much money that most times people will see a max unlocked tier skin and just assume, wow, that guy plays a lot, rather than he bought it for 20 bucks from the store. But regardless, if you have the Black Knight, that will likely add around $100 of value to your Fortnite account. So if you picked Black Knight, mark a point. Next, what's more expensive, the Raider's Revenge pickaxe or the Trusty number 2 pickaxe? The Raider's Revenge is actually one of the sickest pickaxes to ever be put in Fortnite. It was released alongside the Renegade Raider skin in Season 1, when a player reached level 35 and paid 1500 V-Bucks to purchase it. Back then, the unlock system was a bit different because there was no battle pass. Instead, a player had to reach level 35 overall to unlock the option to purchase this pickaxe from the store. So anyone with this pickaxe is a real Fortnite OG. The Trusty number 2 was released in Season 3 and was a part of the Battle Pass, which does make it semi-rare, especially since it wasn't unlocked until a player reached level 79 of the Battle Pass. But on the other hand, it didn't cost any V-Bucks either. The Raider's Revenge is going to be a lot more valuable than the Trusty number 2 for a number of reasons. The first being that the Raider's Revenge costed 1,500 V-Bucks just to purchase it, while the Trusty number 2 was free if you could rank up your Battle Pass enough. On top of that, the Raider's Revenge is 2 seasons older than the Trusty number 2, and in my opinion looks a lot cooler as well. Having this item on your Fortnite account can easily make it worth another $30 or more. So if you pick the Raider's Revenge, mark a point. Which is more expensive, the Bright Bag or the Love Wings? The Love Wings were a part of Fortnite's Valentine event and initially cost 2,000 V-Bucks to purchase. It was a part of the Love Ranger skin set as well. We've actually seen these re-released in the item shop a few times, and to this day these wings are still some of the coolest back blings to ever be released. Definitely one of my favorites. The Bright Bag was a big deal when it came out in Season 3, and I remember back then, before it was out, seeing speculation videos on the Bright Bag everywhere on YouTube. The Bright Bag required 1,500 V-Bucks to be purchased and has only appeared in the item shop once or twice since its release in Season 3. So which one's worth more? Between these two, the Bright Bag is worth more. Even though it doesn't require as many V-Bucks to purchase, it's overall going to be more valuable at the end of the day. The biggest reason for this is because the Love Wings actually have appeared in the item shop quite a few times compared to the Bright Bag, making the Love Wings way less rare. Having the Bright Bag on any account will add about $25 of value to it. So if you pick the Bright Bag, mark a point. What's more valuable, the Snowflake glider or the laser chomp glider? The Laser Chomp Glider is one of the 2 legendary gliders ever released, which means it costs 2,000 V-Bucks to purchase from the item shop. The Laser Chomp is a relatively new glider and has only been in the item shop one time at the moment. I also think it's one of the most unique gliders out there right now. I mean, come on, it's a giant flying shark with a laser guided rocket on top of it. This thing is awesome. On the other hand, the Snowflake glider was a free item that hasn't been in the game since Season 2. The only way a player could get this glider was by winning the game during that season. It's never been in the item shop and likely never will be. Even though the Snowflake glider isn't anything super clean, it is highly sought after on the Fortnite skin market because it's only going to continue getting rare as time progresses. The Snowflake glider will generally add about $30 of additional worth to your Fortnite account. So if you pick the Snowflake glider, mark a point. What's more valuable, the Rainbow Smash or the Chomp Jr. pickaxe? Rainbow Smash is an epic pickaxe that was released alongside with the Bright Bomber quite a while ago. It initially costed a player 1,500 V-Bucks, and because it's part of the Bright Bomber set, is one of the more highly sought after pickaxes. It's definitely one of my favorites. I don't know what it is about it. I think the unicorn head is just kind of goofy, and for that reason I really like it. The Chomp Jr. is a pretty unique pickaxe as well. It's also a pickaxe that costs 1,500 V-Bucks to purchase from the item shop. It's also much newer than the Rainbow Smash, which makes it more of a hot topic. I really like the Jaws reference they make in the item description as well. It's basically just a baby shark on a spear, and it's just overall a sick looking pickaxe. Definitely one of the more unique ones in the item shop as well. The Rainbow Smash is ultimately going to be worth more than the Chomp Jr. because it's part of a more valuable set. The Bright Bomber is a fan favorite skin and hasn't made too many appearances in the item shop. On top of that, it's got the iconic Bright Bag back bling as part of the set, so anyone who's collecting skins and items to complete the set is going to be much more interested in the Bright Bomber set than they are in completing whatever set the Chomp Jr. is a part of. If you have the Rainbow Smash pickaxe, it'll add around $35 of value to your Fortnite account. So if you picked Rainbow Smash, mark a point. What's more valuable, the Wukong skin or the Omega skin? The Wukong was a legendary skin released for 2,000 V-Bucks in the item shop near the beginning of Season 3. It's one of the sickest skins to ever be released. However, we have seen it in the item shop quite a few times, so even though it's super unique, it still isn't exactly rare. The Omega was Season 4's Max Battle Pass skin, and really is nothing special, at least in my opinion. However, if you have leveled it up enough and unlock some new pieces of gear to be added to the player, it can become really cool. It is also one of the few skins to give the players the option to change the colors on it, making it much more desirable. Even though it is only 1 season old, it's going to end up being way more valuable than the Wukong skin. Not only has the Wukong skin ended up in the shop numerous occasions, but the Omega is also a Battle Pass skin, so we know we'll never see it in the item shop again. If you have the Max Omega on your account, it should make your account worth about $40 more. If you pick the Omega skin, mark a point. What's more valuable, the Bright Bomber or the Raptor? Bright Bomber is an epic skin that was released in Season 2 for purchase in the item shop, and it cost 1,200 V-Bucks. This wasn't any sort of event skin or anything crazy like that, but for whatever reason, it's become a community favorite. On the other hand, the Raptor is a legendary skin that cost 2,000 V-Bucks to purchase from the item shop. Similar to the Bright Bomber, this skin wasn't a part of any event or crazy promotion. It's just sort of become a very adored skin over time. It's really nothing special to me. It looks sort of like a product of combining a burglar with a skier or something like that. I think the reason the skin has become so adored by the community is because of the Fortnite YouTuber C-Day. The Raptor skin has become his signature skin to use, and essentially is the skin he uses in every single video he posts on YouTube. This is no exaggeration, he uses the skin literally every video, and each of these videos get millions of views, so that's so much publicity to the skin. However, at the end of the day, the Bright Bomber is going to add more value to your Fortnite account because it hasn't been in the shop as much as the Raptor has. Even though the Raptor is a legendary skin and the Bright Bomber is an epic, at the end of the day, the Bright Bomber is a lot more rare and will add an additional $40 of value to your account. What's more valuable, the Power Cord or the Firework Team Leader? Power Cord is a legendary skin that can be only purchased from the item shop for 2,000 V-Bucks when it's one of the slim times that it's actually in the item shop. It's only appeared in the item shop twice since its release back in March, making it a pretty rare skin considering the amount it's been out. A lot of people on Twitter have recently been debating on how rare it is, which is sort of interesting considering that it's a Season 4 skin, and a lot of the Season 4 skins weren't liked by the majority of the community. The Fireworks Team Leader skin was a July 4th skin that was released in the item shop for 1,500 V-Bucks. On, well, you guessed it, July 4th. It's basically a reworked version of the Cuddle Team Leader skin themed for the 4th. It has yet to reappear in the item shop since its release though. Even though the Power Cord costs more V-Bucks than the Firework Team Leader skin, and even though the Firework Team Leader skin is a much newer skin, at the end of the day the Power Cord is not going to be worth more. The reason for this is, as we've seen in the past, holiday skins always end up being worth more, especially because they don't reappear in the shops. Also, keep in mind, the Season 4 skins weren't really liked by the majority of the players, and the Power Cord was one of the Season 4 skins. And even though some people liked it, there's still a big group of people that just don't really care for it. The Fireworks Team Leader skin will likely add around $30 to your account if you have it. What's more valuable, the Skull Trooper or the Galaxy skin? Skull Trooper was a Halloween skin that was released alongside the Ghoul Trooper during last year's Halloween event, and to this day remains one of the rarest skins out there. Initially, it cost 1,200 V-Bucks to purchase if you were able to get it from the item shop. It's also one of the few skins to have never appeared in the item shop again since its release, and it's a super old skin, one of the oldest. On the other hand, the Galaxy skin, oh boy, this one's gonna cost you a pretty penny. So in order to get the Galaxy skin, a player must have pre-ordered the Galaxy S9 phone, which costs about $1,000. But here's the kicker, a lot of people found ways to exploit phones on display at stores to get the skin for free, and many hackers have also found ways to exploit the skin as well. So even though it's definitely a high status skin, it's not quite as rare as it should have been. However, I'm gonna have to still give this one to the Galaxy skin. The investment that most people had to go through to acquire this skin was pretty steep, and if you want the skin now after the fact, it's gonna cost you. The Galaxy skin will add at least $1,000 to any Fortnite account that's being sold with it, and that number is gonna only increase as time progresses as the skin becomes more rare. So if you pick the Galaxy skin, mark a point. And with that, we conclude today's test. There were a total of 11 questions on today's test, and in order to pass, you needed at least 9 correct. If you passed, then congratulations, you are pretty in tune with the concept of supply and demand, and you should work on Wall Street. But if you didn't pass, then you acting goofy as hell today. You need to study up on your economics and then take this test again at another point in time. It's been Exility. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.